Hey guys, and welcome back to PCTech. Now, it has been a while since I last uploaded a new video. It's basically because I was trying to figure out in what direction I want to go with this channel, or if I even want to do any videos anymore, because it is very time consuming and very often or not I didn't enjoy doing some of the videos. It just doesn't suit the things that I usually do in my free time when I do PC stuff. I also do other stuff obviously, but I'm also into PC tech, and I'm specifically into overclocking, and yeah, that's basically the reason for why I'm doing a change in direction, and I will focus more on overclocking from now on because I enjoy doing it. It is a thing that you can do very cheaply, so you don't have to buy like new stuff or expensive stuff, because you can overclock basically anything when it supports overclocking features. And yeah, not all of the parts do, but you can, yeah, I mean, when you're trying to find stuff or searching for new or used parts, better said, then you can line up deals that are suiting your needs. So I will base my upcoming videos around the computer that I'm gonna build within the next few days or weeks actually. And yeah, let's just start with the base system that I bought of Ricardo.ch, which is a Swiss web page where it is comparable to eBay.com. It's just a Swiss thing, and yeah, so I really like it. And so let's start with the PC that I actually bought, and it is this one. I bought it for $1, so like for nothing basically, and I paid 10 francs 70 reps for shipping, so 11 or let's say 12 Swiss francs, which is equal to $11. Yeah, I think. No, equal to $12-13, so around that. It is pretty much equal. So what does the system come with? I mean, first of all, you might think that it is rubbish, and yeah, I mean, some parts of it are rubbish. So it comes with an NCXT case, which has sound dampening material in it and all that stuff. It is a rather old case, and I'm not gonna use it anymore because it has rather restricted airflow and it just wouldn't match my needs. Then it comes with a power supply, the Tough Power. It is a 600 watt supply, and that should be sufficient for my needs. It also comes with an Gigabyte, where is it? GAEP35DS3P motherboard. It is a board of the Ultra Durable 2 lineup of Gigabyte. And as you can see here on the print, it does support DDR2 up to 1200 MHz when overclocked, and it supports multi-core CPUs and an FSB up to 1600 MHz, which is nice. So yeah, it also has a CPU under this cooler, which is a Arctic Freezer 7 Pro. It is a okay cooler. It is better than a stock cooler, of course, but it isn't made for extreme overclocking or any serious overclocking. It is good enough for some basic overclocking, and I will probably do a short video around the system with this cooler installed. It doesn't come with all the hard drives that you see here because the previous owner removed them, which I totally understand, and I'm totally fine with that. I will probably use an SSD with the system because I just like the snappiness of SSDs. Then it comes with a rather old graphics cards that I'm not gonna use. Some fans, maybe I will use them, I'm not sure yet. And yeah, the CPU, as I mentioned, that is under this cooler is a Intel Core 2 Quad Q 6600, which goes all the way back to 2007, so it is now 11 years old, getting 12 years old actually, and I will also do a video where I'm trying to figure out whether it is actually still good enough for nowadays needs, gaming or daily tasks. And yeah, so something else about this motherboard, has a P35 chipset, so that's good because it supports overclocking. It is a very decent chipset actually. It has some VRM cooling, but I saw on the spec sheet of this motherboard that there is only one part of the VRM passively cooled with this heatsink. So the upper side of the motherboard, or the VRM that is located up here, doesn't have any heatsink on it. So I'll have to do something with that if I want to do overclocking. And yeah, as I mentioned, I will replace the graphics card. I will replace it with an R9 280X. This card will probably need some maintenance work, new thermal paste, maybe new thermal pads on the VRM, and yeah. And when I just take a close look on the card itself, I can see that the sticker for the warranty void is still there. So the thermal paste has never been removed before, and I will do it when I get it. So an R9 280X, which is based on the GCN, I think 1.1 something architecture of AMD, and it is actually very similar to an RX 570. It has the same amount of stream processors, 2048. However, the R9 280X has a wider memory interface of 384 bits compared to the RX 570, which only has 256 bits. But it probably won't matter too much because this card has slower memory in comparison to the RX 570, and the architecture, the core architecture, is a little bit older, though it is still based on GCN, so they are similar. But yeah, I mean, the RX 570 also clocks higher, much higher than the R9 280X. And I will install all the parts in here. I just want to have a nice case that has good airflow and doesn't look too terrible. And I mean, the Meshify C is a good looking case overall. It's good cable management options. And if I want to do some water cooling in this case for like upcoming projects, I also have the opportunity in this case because it has enough space. It doesn't have a whole lot of space, but it should be sufficient for easy water cooling. And yeah, just overall. So these are like all the parts that I'm going to get for my computer. So we'll have a base platform that I'm getting out of an older system that only cost me $12. Then I'll get a graphics card, which cost me around $50, including the shipping cost. So we are at around $67. Then also getting this case, which is let's say $70. And yeah, so that places me around $130 for a computer that I'm gonna have some fun with. So that's actually very cheap. And when you consider what case I'm actually getting, it really is a good deal overall. And yeah, I hope I will have some fun with it. I will also share all my experience with it. So I'll show you how I actually prepare systems for overclocking, because there are some things that you might consider doing before you do anything like that, because you are actually running all the parts. Maybe you're running them out of spec, and you just want to make sure that cooling won't be much of an issue in the system. So yeah, that's basically a prologue of the videos that are coming within the next few weeks, I would say. I don't put much pressure on me because, I mean, frankly, I don't really care about YouTube or like my video schedule or anything. I just do it for fun. And yeah, so I have no expectations. And yeah, I just hope that you will enjoy this video or the next upcoming videos. And I will see you next time. Bye.